So friends, it gives me a great pleasure to tell you that we have finished 5 years of what we started in a very humble way, the psychiatric module. I remember we started with around 30 students, participants. Of course, those participants were not just any students. They were really good homeopaths, senior homeopaths from all over India who with all difficulties came religiously and attended. And today we have much more, 5 times more people who are attending. So this itself is a very good sign that thing which has been going on for 5 years has only increased in its popularity. Now you all know that psychiatry is a very important part of homeopathy. Mind itself is in a very important section, and this is something which we cannot neglect. I also know some very senior homeopaths who will always tell you, please don't take mind symptoms because you are prone to interpretations, you will misread the symptoms, how you will interpret the mind will make you go wrong in the case. And I agree with that because mostly this is what happens. Now what is most important in homeopathy? LSMC, location, sensation, modality and concomitant. Now when we have a physical pathology, location, we know, okay, I have stiffness, where is the stiffness? Stiffness is in my shoulder joint. Then what exactly is the sensation? What are the modalities? And the concomitants. But when it comes to psychiatric patients, if I am going to use this technique, which I must use, it becomes a little difficult because first, what about the location? Mind is such a vast space. Body is much smaller, but body has been divided into so many sections in our repertory. Can you imagine the head itself as eyes, nose, throat? You just mentioned the whole body has been divided, mapped into smaller parts so that we can locate. First thing the patient is asked by the homeopath is, where is the problem? But in mind, where is the problem in the mind? Mind is such a vast ocean. So what we need to do is how to understand this vast ocean. First we need to map it so that we can localize it. Now this has been very beautifully done in the mineral kingdoms. We have the periodic table and Jan Schulten has done a great job where he has told how each row and column has a specific issue and based on which we can come to a specific location in the periodic table and which mineral to give. But now we have a similar thing, a similar map in plants and in animals. And I can tell you one thing, this has made homeopathy really simple, easy, user-friendly. And what is most important is, generally when we give a prescription in psychiatry and homeopathy, we give a remedy but we are never sure about it. We always have, after repertorization we have 3-4 remedies and we give whichever we feel is most indicated. But with this method, which I call as personal evolution model, all your prescriptions will become understandable. You will know why you give the remedy. Not only you will know why you give the remedy, you will also understand your patient well. Now, because it's a new field, because it looks like a new world, most of us will feel, oh my God, why we don't want to venture into it? Whatever we are doing is good enough. But my dear friends, without doing mind section, you cannot do homeopathy. And this is going to make it simpler. There are people who joined our batch in the 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, even 5th year, and they have just got into it without much difficulty. So if you learn, now we're going to start our 6th year. We'll have 6 modules, and in these 6 modules, if you join, it will not be difficult. You will just see that after you join, it becomes much more simpler. You will understand homeopathy much better. So don't think that, oh, I have not done 5 years, I cannot do. You can join anytime. Another thing is, which will be very interesting this time, what we are doing is, we'll have mostly pediatric cases. And this is one area which we all have, and you know the problems today. Learning disabilities, autism, hyperactivity, attention deficit disorder, conduct disorders, bedwetting, you name it. And most of the children, most parents don't want to give allopathic treatment, want to give homeopathy. And whatever experience I've had for last 35, 40 years, I'm going to share. So it will be, I think it will be one of the best years and something which you can learn. Now, out of the 6 modules, I also feel very delighted to tell you that the first module will be conducted by Dr. Annette Sneevliet from Holland. She's an amazing homeopath. She's very popular all over the world. She knows how to make things simple. She has got fantastic cases. And whoever has heard her in the past have requested me many times, please call her again. So I think if you can attend her, it will be wonderful. That would not be a pediatric session, but it will be a very interesting. From all the kingdoms you will see cases. And then in June, again, we'll have Dr. Jayesh Shah, who will be teaching us some very beautiful things from homeopathy. We both do seminars together in Germany, and there I see what he does, and I see some of the seminars which he does where he gives us some very unusual insights into some homeopathic remedies. I request him, please come and teach my batch. And this time again I have told him, so in June he is going to teach us something wonderful, which will be again, with the base would be homeopathy. And this is all what I want to say. I'll tell you, I don't know, but let me tell you something personally. Teaching this group over 5 years, and now in the 6th year, I have grown as a homeopath, listening to what I do, preparing all these things. Even my friends ask me, how did you get this time? How did you prepare all this? Where did you get this material? Believe me, we have all grown together. I have grown too. I don't think what I can talk and the clarity with which I can talk today, I could have talked 5 years back. So please friends, juniors, seniors, whichever level of homeopathy you are practicing right now, I highly recommend you come for this module. You won't be disappointed. Thank you.